கரெக்டாக மேட்ச் ஆகுது அப்படிங்கிறதெல்லாம் நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். ஓகே, பட் பிஃபோர் தட் we will see some two programs. Kindly anyone tell me the solution for these two programs. So the first one, write a program to check the given number is divisible by 3 or divisible by 5 or divisible by 7 or not. Okay, this is the question. We want to get the number and we should check the particular number is divisible by 3 or 5 or 7 or not by anyone. Not by 3, 5, 7. Okay, students, which type we should use?
Sir, if elif.
If elif, if elif or if elif else?
Sir, if elif else.
Yes. So how many choices are there here, students?
Sir, 4 choices.
4 choices, exactly 4 choices. So we should use 3 conditions and one else case. Okay. So kindly tell me the solution, students. Who is ready? Raise your hand, students. Who is ready? Students, everyone, raise your hand. So who is ready to tell the answer? Just the solutions, conditions. That's it. Yes, Giri Surya. Tell me, pa.
Yes, sir. Sir, n is equal to
Okay.
input
Get the number. Okay. So I'm giving
number.
num. Okay. Otherwise you can use your variable n equal to input of
Put enter number.
enter any number. Okay. So enter any number. Now we want to check the particular number is divisible by 3 or 5 or 7
Yes, sir.
or not by anyone. Okay. So what is the condition?
Sir, if 3 is modulo divisible.
3 modulo.
Sir, no, n modulo divisible.
Yes, n modulo 3
3 equal to 0.
0. Okay. So what is the meaning for this statement? N modulo 3 means what will be the solution? What is the modulo operator, pa? What actually it returns?
So it shows the remainder.
Remainder value. Okay, very good. So whatever the value, if the particular value is exactly divisible by 3 means you will get the remainder 0. Okay, then that 0 is comparing with the 0. If true means we can easily say the number is divisible by 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
So now
if
print
satisfied means we can print
it is divisible by 3.
yes, it is divisible by 3. Okay, so you can write whatever you need in the print statement. Okay, suppose if the condition is false means
So next elif.
then next we are going to check with another condition. What is the condition?
So n modulo 5 equal to 0.
5 equal to 0. Very good. So if it's satisfied means
Print divisible by 5.
yes, print divisible by 5. Very good. Suppose
Again
this also
elif.
not satisfied means we can give the next condition if
N modulo 7
n modulo 7
equal
equal to 0. Okay. So if the condition satisfied means we can easily say the particular number is
divisible by 7.
is divisible by 7. Okay. So suppose this also not satisfied means
Then else.
then we can give the else part. This particular number is not divisible by 3 or 5 or that is a indivisible by 3 or 5 or 7. Okay, we can say like this. Students understood everyone? How many of you understood? Raise your hands. So this is the condition. So in the real life we will do that. If you want to check the particular number is divisible means you can divide that number and compare the remainder with 0. Okay, if the remainder is 0, you can easily say the particular number is divisible by that corresponding values. Okay, yes. So kindly everyone note down. So I'm going to show the output. Okay, so this is what they will ask in the exams. Students, kindly note down these kind of questions. Okay, so write down these programs in a program note. Okay, so you can give any number. Anyway, we will get any one of the output. Okay, so we having 4 choices, but we will get only one output. Okay, so I'm giving 65. 65 means, students, what will be the answer? What will be the output?
It is divisible by 5.
5. So first it will check here this condition not satisfying. So it goes for the second one, n modulo 5. Actually it is satisfying and this will return the output divisible by 5. Okay, so sixth line, you see sixth line satisfying and goes for seventh line and it returns the output and terminates the program. Okay, divisible by 5. Okay, so like this you can check any input. Okay, so the next time I'm going to check another one, that is a 157. Students, 157, what will be the answer? So we should do some manual calculations also. Okay, manually, if you divide means this is not satisfying, this is also not satisfying, and this one 140, 154 will divide, but 157 will not divide. So all the three is not satisfying, so it go for else part and it will return the indivisible by 3 or 5 or 7. Okay, students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So kindly note down the program. So noted means raise your hand, students. Noted means raise your hand. We will go for the next one. Kindly raise your hands. Students, only 4 students completed. Remaining. Students, kindly respond. I already told you we need some interaction. I need some response. So I don't know whether you are listening or not. Kindly respond, students, everyone. You are not at all going to open your mouth, but just at least give the hand raise button. Okay. So suppose the same kind of question, but they will ask write a program to check the given number is divisible by both 3 and 5. How to change the condition, students? For example, the same program, if you give
Sir,
input
it's use
15,
and
if you if you give input 15 means actually the 15 is divisible by both 3 as well as 5. Okay, but what will happen in this program? It satisfies here and it will display divisible by 3. Okay, it will not go for the next one, but we need some program like it should reducible both by 3 as well as 5. So what we should do, as he said, we have to give the and condition. And means logical operator, it combines the conditions. And operator. Okay, n modulo 5 equal to 0. Okay, if it's satisfied means we can easily say divisible by 3 and 5. Okay. Otherwise, indivisible you can give. So depending upon the program question, you can change the coding. Okay. So only two conditions. Okay. Depending upon the program, indivisible like that. Okay. So now you can give the common number like 15, 30, 45 like that. That number will be divisible by both 3 as well as 5. Okay, so I'm going to check this 75. So see, it checks with the two conditions. Okay, if both are true only, the if condition will become true, then it satisfies and it prints the answer divisible by 3 and 5. So kindly understand the question carefully and give the solution according to that. Okay, understood by everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we have to practice lot of questions. So kindly note down this question also. Depending upon the question, kindly give the solutions. Okay. R and okay, these are different. Okay. So kindly understand the question carefully. Okay. So the next we are going to see on pattern kind of question. With that, we are going to complete today's program and we will move on to MCQ. Okay. So yes, this is the pattern. Students, is the visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So kindly think and tell me how to solve this one. Students, anyone ready? Pattern means which type we have to use?
Sir, nested for me.
Yes, nested for loop. Very good. So tell me, Pa, anyone, how to solve this one? Who is ready? Students? Students, who is ready? So I given this triple quotes to make it as a comment. Okay, multiple line comments. Okay, single line comments means you can use hashtag multi-line comments. Okay, this will not disturb our program, so I'm using triple single quotes, or you can also use triple double quotes. Okay, that string we already used, no, like that. So tell me, students, how to solve this program. Any idea? Tikshna, any idea? Kindly give me any idea, ma. Then I will complete this program. No idea, no issues. Try to give the solution. How to solve? What is your idea? Anyone? Teninian, Sushindran, Somaskandan, Giri Surya, students. Okay, so just listen. So how many of you know how to solve this one? This first part, this selected part, students. How many of you know how to solve this one? First part one, that first half, first half of the pattern. Respond me, students. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So how many of you know this solution, pa? This first half, you know? Raise your hands. This we already discussed. Okay, that instead of a star symbol, we are using at. Okay, the at the rate of that symbol. You can see in the keyboard also. So now tell me how many of you know. Right. Then again the second half. This half, how many of you know? Yes. So now tell me, we are having two programs. Okay, so we have to combine these two to make it as a single program. You have to give two solutions. Okay, first you solve this one, then continuously again you have to write a different program for this one. Okay, but totally it will look like a single program. Understood, students? Tikshna, Giri Surya.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So give me the solution, ma. Tikshna. Tell me, ma. First we solve the first half.
For iron range,
Okay.
1, 11.
11. No need of 11, ma. Okay. So first I telling you, no. First you split it as a first half, the separate program. Then second half, separate program. We can give in the same coding. Okay. After completing this, it will continue and it will display the remaining uh, half program. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
1, 6.
1,6. Confident? 1,6 or for this we can give 1,6. Okay, but for this one we have to give 5,0. Okay, right. That is the one correction. Okay, we continue. The next one.
For J in range,
Okay, here we can give
0, comma,
1,0. Okay, 0, comma
5. I mean I.
I. Yes, very good. So no need to give the updation because it is a positive, so automatically it will go. So inside we can print the constant character at. Okay, so then you can give end equal to this one. Then after completing that inner loop we have to go for the next line. So now I'm going to use slash r. Okay, instead of slash n I'm going to use slash r. Okay, we will see the difference. Okay, so now first we are going to execute this first part. Okay, so just listen what will happen. Straight away I'm going for last step. See, we got the first half. Okay, so again what I'm going to do, we are going to uh, include the second half. Okay, so continuously you
You
give the second half. What for?
I in
A-
range,
So instead of ij, you can use x comma y. Okay, x in range.
1,6.
Yes, 1,6. Then for
Y
y
in
in
range,
range.
I,
Yes,
0, I. X.
0 comma x. Very good. Okay, then again you can print the same thing, same at symbol. So now you can feel the difference between that slash n and slash r. So slash n means new empty line will be given between two outputs. Okay, but slash r mean that will print in the next line itself. Okay, so for understanding I give slash n here. Okay, so you will understand that. Okay, so I'm going to see the execution. So straight away the last one. Okay, the first half you see, the second half. Second half for every line it giving new line. So that is the usage of slash n. Okay, so slash r means you will get the output immediately the next line slash r. Okay, So just on change. So we used two programs in the same thing and it look like a single program. Okay, so now you can see the output pattern. We got the required pattern. Students understood? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So kindly note down. So whatever the pattern, you just don't worry about that. Split it and combine it. Okay. So don't think for the entire thing. That will become very tough. Okay. Students, everyone understood? Raise your hands. Understood means raise your hand.
Right, sir.
Yes. So kindly note down this program with this pattern. Okay. So instead of this, you can use any kind of pattern. Okay. For example, you can get a constant star symbol or 1, 2, 3 or alphabets. Anything you can get, right? Students, everyone noted? Students, respond me. Everyone noted?
Yes, sir.
Noted students, raise your hands at least. Then we will go for the MCQ questions. Yes, thank you. So how many of you got more than 25 marks in the MCQ test, students? Raise your hands, students. How many of you got more than 25?
Students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So kindly check the screen. Is that visible or not now? Is it visible?
Yes, sir. It is
Yes, sir.
visible.
Yes. Sir. Yeah. So this is your MCQ questions. So kindly everyone mute and just listen. Okay. So if you know the answers, you can tell the options. Okay. So this is the first one. Which of the following output will display if you execute this program, students? For I in range 1, 6, then 1, I plus 1, then J. Students, which one? A pattern or B pattern or C pattern?
Sir,
Or
option A.
none of the above. Option A. Yes, good. So 1 to 6 means that is it starts from 1 up to 5. Okay. So the option A is right. Then second one, this one, students, what is the output? While I less than 5, print I plus equal to 1. If I equal to 3, that is it will execute 0, 1, 2. But if it reaches 3 means it will break. Break means what will happen? It terminates and end the loop and it go for the next line. So actually next line is else part. So else part here we can use only it naturally terminates the while loop. Okay. Naturally means just with the condition. Okay. Suppose I reaches 5 means it naturally terminates the loop and go for the else part because there the condition is false. So whatever the false, the else will execute. Okay. This is the some example for while else. Okay, like if else, this is the example for while else that we can specify like this. Okay, naturally we are terminating the while loop means we can use else, but otherwise by using break statement it will not execute. So you will get the output 0, 1, 2. Okay, this second option. Okay, kindly note down. Students understood the usage of else statement here. Wherever you can use else, it will execute only if the false. Okay, that is a natural false. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So next one in Python program, a control structure is a which one of the options, students? It second option. It directs the order of execution of the statements in the program. Okay, directs the order. Okay, which order we should execute? Like that, we can specify using control statements. Okay, then the fourth one, which of the following will evaluate to true?
Sir, option 2.
Option 2. Okay, by using AND operator, both the inputs should be true. Okay, here first and third option not both true. So the second option by using OR, we are having at least one true. Okay, so option 2 is the right one. Then if the condition is true means which part of the following will execute? True part means that is a if part. Okay,
If
true means if, false means else part. Okay, very good. So then sixth one, what is the output, students? For I in. So instead of range, they're given some list of values like this. This is also possible. See that list of values 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So it will execute everything and your
Option
output
2.
will be yes. It returns 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Then seventh one using string for I in X. That is a sequence. So every character will print for I in X. Okay. So it will give like this A, B, C, D is the output. Then next one, which method is suitable for odd or even? Odd or even, students, how many choices are there?
Sir, if else.
Few choices, so you should use if else method. So in if else method, what is the maximum limit? Students?
Sir, unlimited.
Unlimited. Okay, so we are actually not having any limit to this method. So unlimitedly you can use elif conditions. So then what will be the output of this following program? So instead of range function, they are using string, but inside the range they are using string. Okay, actually this will not happen. Okay, so this will produce an error. Okay, you can directly use the x, but range of x means definitely it will produce error because x is a string. Okay, so this will produce an error. Then which of the following is not a jump statement? Break, continue, nested, pass.
Nested. Nested. sir.
Nested, yes. Then what will be the output of the following program? X equal to A, B, C, D, E, F, while I in X. I is the variable they are specifying, but they are not defined the I before the program. Okay, so it also produces an error. Okay, we should assign something in the I, then only this condition will check. Okay, then this one, what is the output of the following if program?
So true.
A plus B. Okay, so except 0, everything will be true. So here also 17 is true. Okay, so then which statement will check if A is equal to B? A equal B, A equal to B,
So equal
A
to
equal to
B.
equal. The second option, okay, not a fourth one because second option has a colon operator, colon. Okay, colon symbol is there. So this is a fourth option is a syntax error. Then 15th one, there is a program for first 10 even numbers. 10 even numbers, first 10 means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 like that up to 20. So in this option, which one is the correct answer, students?
Option 2.
Option 2, the starting value in the range 2, 21. So up to 20 will display with the step value 2. Okay. So option 2 is the right answer. Option B. Then 17th one, which of the following is a valid identifier name? If, for, while, break. Students? Students, anyone? Just
So break.
break. No. Here, all the things are keywords, but you see the while carefully, while the first character is capital letter. Okay, so if small letter means that is also not a valid one. Okay, but capital W means this will be identifier. Small w means that is a keyword. Okay, so remaining everything is small letter, while only a capital W. So we are using, we can use as a identifier. Okay, so kindly understand all the keywords should be in small letter except true, false, none. Okay, understood, pa?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this one. Which of the following is not a conditional statement? Simple
Sir,
if
option
else,
4.
if else if. Yes, last
So
one.
if else if.
If else if. Okay. So actually the elif means else if only, but we have to use the exact keyword elif. Okay, not else if. Then which of the following is not a Boolean expression? True, 3 equal to 4, 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4 equal to 7. Okay, so anyway it should return the either true or false. Okay, so except the third option, everything is a Boolean one. The third option gives the answer 7. Okay, that is an arithmetic operator, not a Boolean, that is not a logical operator or comparative operator. So third option is not a Boolean expression. Next one, which of the following statement is used to stop the looping statements? Stopping the looping. Students?
So
Break keyword is used to stop the looping. Okay. So then what is the output of the following if statement? Okay. A modulo 2 equal to 0.
sir,
What is the
even.
A value 12? So print even. Okay. That satisfies. So it returns even. Okay. Then Which method is suitable to find the greatest of three numbers? Simple if else, if else, none of the above. Okay, three choices is there. So you have to go for if else method. Okay. Then how many types of control statements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many types of control statements? That is a basic thing. Decision making, yes, decision making, iteration statements, jump statements. Okay, three types are there. So this is the answer. Then which of the following jump statement is used to change the control to top of the loop? Okay, which changes the control to top of the loop? To stop means that is a break. To change the control to top of the loop means continue. Okay, continue means it will change control to top of the loop. That is the next iteration. Okay. Then 25 list elements. If 20 in L, 20 is N, 20 is present means, so it is true. So it go for inside the print statement. So print what we are printing not true. Okay, true means it will print true. Not true means it reverses the value and gives false. Okay, understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So then what is the other name of looping statements?
Sir, iteration.
Iteration statements. Yes, very good. Then which of the following statement does nothing?
Sir,
Nothing.
pass.
I already told you that is a pass, just use it to transfer the control to the next line. So next this one, if cat equal to dog, that print PRR, else RUFF. Okay, the condition fails, so it go for
Sir, prints all
else what? And then it's the answer, second option. So then this one, 29. If -3 will evaluate to true.
Sir, false.
False. Why? Students, I already told you except 0, everything will be true. Okay, 0 means false. Okay, so here it is true. So actually I given the solution wrong for this question. I checked false is the right answer, but this is wrong. So kindly change it. So 0 means false, remaining everything will be true. Okay. So then next one, 30, what does the following code print to the console? If true means print 101, else print 202. Okay, actually if true means it will, condition is true, so it printing the answer 101. Okay. Then 31, what does the following code print? Students, anyone tell me what is the solution?
Sir, false, true.
Yes, the first condition is failing, so it go for else part and it printing false. Then the next line of the program is true, so you will get the output false, true. Okay, so I've almost covered all the things in the control statements. So kindly go through everything. So if you're having books with you, kindly go to the book back questions. Okay, kindly go through the book back questions. Then only will